Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to A Drink with Crazy. Tonight's going to be one hell of a show. I have two stories that I want to get through this evening before I naturally get tired and have to go to bed. One of these is probably one of the most disturbing stories that I think I have covered. I'm sorry if it's really dark, but when I go to the very bright web pages, it gets very bright. First two things. So if you guys are here, share the stream out. And when you see the VODs pop up on the channel here in the next few days, because there will be VODs, I really, 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 really would like you guys to share these, guys. So I'll tell you what, let's do this. My good friend, Mike S. Miller, ended up suffering a stroke and is raising money over on Give, Send, Go through the help of Shad M. Brooks of Shadiversity to pay for his medical bills. I am going to share that down in the chat below. We're going to start tonight off with a prayer because there's a prayer is going to be needed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy tonight. Share this out. If you guys are in the Discord, go to the Discord and say, hey, Royce is live. He's going to talk about some serious stuff. I don't know. I almost threw up with one of the stories that my wife just told me about just before, like an hour ago. And she was like, have you heard about this? I was like, no, I haven't heard about this. And she was explaining it to me. I was like, you need to send that to me because we need to get as many eyes on this crap as possible. That will be the later story. Let's start tonight off with a prayer for all of those in our lives that need it. I will be specifically dedicating this prayer to my Nana. She is, it seems like, in her final days. And so let's get started off here. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen. Okay, so you know what, screw it. We're going to skip right to the one that I didn't think I was going to talk about first. A U.S. baby care brand. Oh, do not do this to me. A U.S. baby care brand accused of sexualizing children in the United States. This is Frida Baby Company. And this is something that my wife showed me. And see, she sent me the screenshots of the stuff that she took. So if I need to open up my DMs and show what they were showing. But over on the Telegraph, okay, U.S. baby care brand accused of sexualizing children. I don't know why they're accused of it. The use of sexual slogans described by social media users as morally repugnant, with parents planning to return products. This is stuff here. Oh, and it cut it off. Wow. It's not even going to let me see it. It let me see it on my phone, but apparently it's not going to let me see it now. So here's what we're going to do because they're absolutely trying to cover this up. So I want to share with you the screenshots that my wife shared with me. And this is absolutely abhorrent. So over here, and this is going to be very hard to see, but I will make sure it's on the screen long enough so anybody who wants to screenshot this can. So Frida Baby Company put this out on their Instagram. This here shows a picture of the thermometer that they were advertising. And they said, this is the closest your husband is going to get to a threesome. Meet the new 3-in-1 True Temp thermometer. The Swiss Army knife of temperature taking accuracy. Get a 10-second quick read, followed immediately by a 30-second double check. Double check without reinserting. So to skip. Okay, product. Why would you market A rectal thermometer meant for children and babies as the closest thing that your husband is going to get to a threesome. I don't know how many fathers out there have abhorrent thoughts like this when they're if you're taking your child's temperature rectally as a father. I have 4 children. Generally, you're in a usually pretty serious situation as a parent, right? You need very accurate. Usually, you get the thermometers that go under the tongue and do that. If you're going rectally, and obviously with babies, it's different. But if you're going rectally, this is usually a very serious thing. Let's check out the next screenshot that Frida Baby Company thought that was a good idea. So from the Frida Baby Company, top windy pro tips to tap the glass sometimes. Massage it real good. Lube that ish up. Wear a poncho. And the last one that we will show here. How about a quickie? And then over here it says, I'm a power sucker on the side of this. This is for, as far as I know, breast milk pump. This is the advertising that they think is appropriate to put on products that you buy for your babies. For your babies, not your children, your babies, infants, newborns. Yeah. See you guys in the chat. This set me off. Oh no, it's real. It's real. So over here, let's see. Do I have the other story? Let me see if I was able to save it. I did save a story from... Nope, it was from Yahoo, so therefore it was the Telegraph, which is why the Telegraph blocked me. How about this? How about we go over here to Newsweek? Frida Baby faces backlash after sexual joke about kids' product. Okay, Frida Baby is facing a wave of criticism after photos appearing to show the company using sexual jokes about children in their marketing and advertisements have gone viral on social media. Frida Baby responded to the backlash in a statement by Newsweek, writing, "We're never trying to offend, push boundaries. That's bullshit. That's the entire point of sexualized jokes. You push boundaries for shock value. This is a lie. Allegedly. Or make anyone uncomfortable. Importantly, our tone is never separate from our product." Your tone is very separate from your product. The stuff that you're saying here are things that you would find on various different adult websites. And yet you're comparing them with the products that parents are supposed to be buying for their infants. This is why it matters. Backlash against the company grew this week over marketing many found to be in poor taste. The company has not publicly responded to the criticism over social media posts that it has made for its products. The company regularly uses jokes and some innuendo in its marketing, but many critics believe it went too far in some posts. Outrage grew over a post for a rectal thermometer for babies that was allegedly captioned, "This is the closest your husband is going to get to a threesome." I showed you that. I showed you. This is not allegedly captioned. I showed you the screenshot my wife just shared with me. The post set off a wave of criticism accusing the company of sexualizing children in its marketing. Newsweek was unable to find the post on the company's social media pages as of Friday afternoon. Boy, I wonder why the company has garnered backlash for the way that it has marketed other products. For instance, critics of the photos of the children's thermometer in a store with the words, "How about a quickie?" written on the box in a screenshot of the post about the electric nose freeder product. The company allegedly wrote that it helps the baby breathe and sleep, giving mama more pleasure than any other battery-powered device. What the fuck is wrong with our society? I don't mind podcasts and stuff like that that are designed for adults that are out of the way of the sight of children. These are publicly available products in stores where this stuff is being presented for any Tom, Dick, and Harry and child to walk past and read. If this is on a podcast that's like age restricted, whatever, and people are saying some of these things, it's like, okay, whatever. It's like, oh, when my baby sleeps, that's the best pleasure I could get in the world. That's what these are, publicly available products. You're putting on products for infants. Another screenshot appeared to show an ad for the same product allegedly showed the baby with what appeared to be snot on its forehead with a caption that is also innuendoed. This screenshot is also spread across social media. And I heard about that one. I do not have the post up anymore because apparently I can't read the Telegraph. But that one was absolutely disgusting. The posts were not visible on the company's social media pages on Friday. Kate Manion, a Barstool Sports blogger, said in a video posted on Instagram that the content is really weird to put on the packaging for baby stuff. I know you're trying to be cool and hip and make moms laugh because life is tough or whatever, I guess is maybe their thinking. But like, she said, I'm no prude. I've gotten the weirdest sense of humor you could possibly have. Yeah, especially some Barstool Sports. And I was looking at these packages going, how did this make it all the way to the conveyor belt? The post by at Stace, whatever, went viral on X with 4 million times reading sexual jokes on to marketing baby products is actually sick and twisted. Frida Baby is absolutely appalling and disgusting. The Frida Baby thing is the worst unforced error I think I've ever seen on the part of retail companies. The web feed Madison wrote on X. Company faced a boycott. Calls on the new parents subreddit. My God, Reddit's actually doing something right. Aside from their innuendos written on the side of their packaging, just a quickie, and I'm a power sucker, these types of statements are disturbing and the company needs to be banished. I hope you will do your part in boycotting this company and reporting them on all of your social media platforms. A thread on the platform reads. This is absolutely insane. How could you possibly, as apparently a trusted baby brand, I looked at this stuff. It actually started in 2014. The founder was I did not have the time to pull all of the information up that I needed to before we went live here. This company went live in 2014, and it seems like they're attempting to use edgy humor for their baby products. I'm sorry. The baby, the snot sucker one, goodness gracious. I wonder if I can even find this real quick. I wonder if I can even find, and again, they're like, oh, we didn't mean to offend. Yeah, you did. That was the point of what you put out there. News. Let me see if I can find this really quickly. All right. Yeah. So this is Yahoo News. This is what I actually, this was the original grab. So let's go here. So Frida Baby Care brand has been accused of orchestrating and marketing campaign using sexually suggestive slogans to advertise its products. What do you mean accused? It's there on the package. How about a quickie? I'm a power sucker. What do you mean accused? That's the point of this. This is not an accusation. This is verifiable fact based off of what I can see here on the freaking pictures. Maybe are these pictures AI? You gonna say it's AI? Boy, you better hope your products aren't in a store. Images shared online, including what appears to be a now deleted social media post, showed a post advertising rectal thermometer that reads, "This is the closest your husband's going to get to a threesome." Okay, packaging for a touchless thermometer bore the slogan, "Fancy a quickie?" Holy shit. While the instructions showed how to use a scent diffuser reads, "I get turned on easily." A screenshot from the company's Instagram about the account appeared to joke about a baby with stuff on its face. The post included a picture of a baby with what appears to be mucus on its forehead and the caption, "What happens when you pull out too quickly?" We're just going to put this up here and let you guys read this. Another screenshot of the social media post showed an illustration of a baby sleeping between the parents with the caption, "Threesome when your toddler invades the bed and takes up 70% of the space." You know, in isolation, this might be like, okay, this is not in isolation. This just adds. What in the absolute hell is wrong with these people? That's apparently their scent diffuser. But remember what it said. Frida the Baby brand has been accused of orchestrating a marketing campaign using sexually suggestive slogans to advertise their product. Would you say that this is an accusation, chat? Or would you say that, no, my eyes saw what my eyes saw? This is no longer accused, because when you accuse somebody of something, you then have to go into the courts and say, hey, I definitely saw this thing. I'm definitely accusing them of this. And now we have to find evidence of that. This is not an accusation, it seems. This is verifiable fact based off of what I'm seeing here, right? Based off of what we can see in multiple different news reports and multiple different sources that we just pulled up. This is the disgusting world that we live in now. That and it comes out right at the time that all the Epstein crap is happening too. That these people are so twisted in the head, they think that marketing like this is appropriate to put on store shelves. Why are you even making innuendo like this and putting it on store shelves in public places where moms are taking their other children? Are you comfortable with young children reading this? Because I don't know if you know about parents, but generally, people who have one kid do tend to have more kids, which means they could have a kid that's old enough to read, which means that kid could go, Mom, what's a power sucker? Hey, Mom, what's a quickie? This company is led by such immorally reprehensible people that they think that this is okay. I was talking with my buddy about this the other day, and we were talking about just the moral decline of society. And I was referencing, back in the day, it was, when you were courting somebody back in the day, you were not allowed to. It was morally reprehensible to live with that person prior to being married to them. And now we live in a society where it's not just okay, but it's encouraged to go and screw many people and live with many people before you find the one you're supposed to marry. And then when I say, yeah, that's kind of a moral degradation in society, well, I say it's not that bad. Oh, so it's not that bad. So it's not that bad to do sexual innuendo over the fucking faces of infants on the box. Let's pull it back up. That's the fucking face. That's the cartoon face of a baby that's next to a sexual innuendo. That's fucking bad. You know, this would be one thing if it were just this company in isolation, like, wow, man, you really missed the mark. But do you remember what the Target boycott was over a few years ago? Yeah, it was over the idea of pushing, trans ideology in swimwear to children. It was over the idea, many shows, Bluey, backlash to Bluey because they were pushing this ideology to children. The books that were available, readily available in libraries, in public schools, readily available, being pushed towards children. Why is it that we live in a world so twisted? These people feel it necessary to put sexual identity, sexual innuendo, and all manner of other sexual thing in front of the eyes of children. Sexuality and children need to be kept separate for a very damn good reason. Why don't you ask people who did not have that separation when they were children how it altered their lives and how it fucked them up for the rest of their life? A YouTube channel that I very much respect, and not knowing that this happened, Gary Beekler from Nerdrotic. It doesn't go into detail, but straight up brings it up. Why don't you talk to the people who were not separated from sexuality when they were children? Go listen to any of their stories, how it altered their path, what it did to them, how it changed them. And do you think this is okay? To put these type of slogans on cutesy little boxes next to the cartoon faces of babies? I hope that Frida Baby Company goes out of business. I hope that somehow we as a society get to the point where not only is this stuff not acceptable, it's unthinkable. My wife and I do a lot in our lives to protect our kids from a lot of the dark shit on the internet. Dude, I've been exposed to a lot of dark shit on the internet. I grew up when the internet wasn't as protected as it is now. I saw a lot of shit. Seen a lot of shit as an adult. Right. Never could I have imagined that the push in this world would be so great that they're trying to normalize this stuff more and more and more around children on products marketed that children can read, that children can see. Equating the two things together, sexuality and children. That's what you're doing, selling infants products and putting these kinds of slogans on it. This is disgusting. You need to keep children away from this stuff, whether in real life, marketing, all of it. It doesn't matter. Children do not need to be around this stuff. They don't need to be equated with this stuff. They don't need to be next to the marketing. Like, this pisses me off so bad because this makes me think like adult stores are going to start selling stuff with imagery like this. Like, this terrifies the shit out of me. This is a company supposed to be selling this stuff to parents of infants. Where does how much further down the slippery slope do we go? Because at this point, it's not even a slippery slope. It's a fucking water slide, and none of us have the option to get the fuck off of it. How much further do we degrade as a society that we do not forcefully and immediately excommunicate people like this from it? I think my wife and I have done an okay job of protecting our children from this stuff. But damn it. I don't know. You know what's so hard too is that children who are the ages my children are. My oldest is 14 now, but when my oldest was 11 or 12, we had to keep her away from girls that she was trying to make friends with. Because 12-year-olds were talking about how they were dating. And 12-year-old little girls were talking about how they were gay and how they were going to have pride birthdays and rainbow, this, that, and the other thing. And my wife were like, nope. And we had to pull my daughter back. My daughter's kind of an introvert now because of it. Because every time she would make a friend, one of these people, one of their kids would start talking to her about this trans ideology or this LGBTQ ideology. And my daughter's 11. She has no business being around this stuff. Thank you. She has no business being around this stuff at all, in any way. And we had to pull her away from kids because we wanted our kids to make friends. Because no, our kids need to socialize. They need to be around people. And then we find out, and the parents are like, what do you mean? What's wrong with this stuff? And you're like, you don't see what's wrong with your kid's fucking 11 years old, talking about that, how they believe in LGBTQ shit, and they're trying to date people. What the fuck is wrong with you? They're fucking children. And it's just a la-di-da. We had to pull back from other kids. We had to have talks with parents because there were, again, 12-year-old little boys that were crushing on my daughter at 12. And we're like, absolutely not. And they're like, oh no, it's harmless. He just calls her his girlfriend. And my wife had to tell one of her friends, it's like, no, I don't think you understand. That stops now. She is a little girl. She's 14 now. She's still a little girl. And we're sliding further and further and further. And now it's okay to put this stuff on baby products and sell it in the fucking supermarkets and put it out there in front of everyone to see. And it's, well, we didn't mean to offend anybody. Apparently, you've never seen a comedy special in your life, because when somebody would make a joke about something like this in a comedy special, it's designed to be offensive. This is what... Here's the crazy part. We live in a small fucking town. It's insane. It's insane the level of depravity that is okay to be around children now. I shouldn't be fucking surprised, man. It was around me when I was a kid. First time I saw an adult video when I was 10 years old. The average age young men are exposed to that kind of video now are 8. Yeah, I don't think I've ever told you guys this. That shit when you get hooked on it when you're 10, yeah, by the way, it takes a real long time to get out of it, even if you hate it. Yeah. Fucks a lot of shit up too in your life. It's not fun. And now it's okay to push this shit on products for babies. If you guys are watching the VOD on YouTube, share this. Share this. Find somebody, for the love of God. Don't even share it. Find somebody bigger than me who's talking about it. Just share this. Fucking find somebody. Get this to fucking Asmongold. Find a big YouTuber who covered it, who got some views on it, and share it to fucking Asmongold. And like the big guys, for the love of, I mean, the fact that we got to be like, hey, can we get Asmongold to talk about some shit? Why the fuck do we got to get a guy like Asmongold? I mean, yeah, I think he's funny, but holy fuck. Why is it like, man, we need to blow the doors on this, get it to Asmongold? Because fucking A, even our government's trying to hide shit. So if you guys are in the chat, when I put out this VOD, man, please, for the love of God, just find somebody covering this free-to-baby product situation who makes a good point, better points than me. I don't share my channel. I'm a small channel. I ain't getting fucking, I don't care. I want the small community that I have here to share this, because this genuinely breaks my fucking heart. I've got 4 kids that I'm trying to raise, and it is getting harder and harder every day to keep them away from the shit that I was exposed to. And not just adult videos, dude. We've all been on Live Leak. Dude, I've seen some shit with LimeWire. Remember the videos you could find on that website? Yeah. Dude, we've all seen it. Thankfully, my kids haven't. And I know the children of the world aren't mine to care about, but damn it, dude. It's like they don't have a prayer sometimes. Thanks for checking out the VOD on YouTube. I'm going to go to the live chat right now. If you guys haven't been here, tune in on Mondays and Thursdays. Wrangler, thank you so much for the 420 super chat, man. I appreciate it. I apologize if I'm not as whimsical tonight as I usually am. Thank you so much for that super chat, dude. That you have no idea how awesome that is that you come in and do that. A lot of exclamatory remarks in the beginning. People are like, oh, there's no way. Xavier Guzman, there's no way this is real. I guess going to call them Epstein drop next, LOL. Yeah. No, they aren't lying. It's just for these unwell in the psyche individuals. What the F? Yeah, absolutely, Liu. Somebody going to get fired? I hope. Oh, dude, they need to be more than fired. If not America going to have a P-word society, dude. Please tell me this is ChatGPT, please. I don't think it's ChatGPT, dude. Not that many instances of it. Maybe one. They're just like, oh shit, this was like a joke. We're so sorry. We don't know how this got. It was an internal joke. Fuck. No, this is a pattern of behavior of doing this. This is a pattern of behavior. Look at all the images that we saw tonight. This stream is too depressing. I'm gonna go watch a Game of Thrones. Yeah, because that's sad. The shops that sell these are even sicker. Honestly, dude, a lot of these big box stores probably have no idea what they're even buying. They're just like, yeah, baby products, cool, whatever. Stock the shelves. And there are probably retail workers going, what in the absolute? We have retail workers in my Discord. They've sent me pictures of the things they have to stock on their shelves at their retail stores. So a lot of retail workers see this stuff. Corporations have no idea what they're stocking on their shelves. This is next level evil. I agree. Everything is an accusation these days, according to the media. Yeah. Well, and they use that language to be like, well, we don't want to get sued. And it's like, I mean, you're accusing them of doing something that they did. Is that an accusation, or is that just, hey, I saw this thing, and the thing that I saw is right in front of my face, and the pictures that I'm putting on the internet are right here? Is that an accusation, or is that an observation? Like, it seems like what was posted was an observation. Now, if it's AI stuff to make the company look bad because for some reason moms everywhere hate this company, oh, okay. But if this is an observation, I don't know why we're calling it an accusation. Should adults even be reading this too? Yeah. I don't know, dude. To try and lighten things up, at least kids nowadays can't read. Fuck yeah, I guess that's a saving fucking grace. Yeah, kids are too stupid to read what's going on. Not even China, this would happen. Oh, dude, China. Well, most of this is probably mass manufactured over there. But they wouldn't put it on their shelves over there. They specifically send this up. The number one funder in 2020, what I believe it was 2023 or 2024 in DEI initiatives across the world was China. And you can look that up. They spent obscene amounts of money pushing that stuff across the world and then outlawed it in their own country. Why? Because they know how destructive it is. God, this is so wrong. Yes, it is. I come bearing gifts, free helicopter rides for communists. Yep. There you go. If people are buying these, that's a major problem. There's enough people that are, dude, the fact that people on Reddit are going, what the fuck? And they're saying something. Yeah. Oh, what topic of discussion did I just walk into? Yeah. Guess they're going to be selling roasted dogs in the streets soon. Yeah, probably. Whoa, way too young for that crap. Yep. It's crazy. Yeah. I know that childhood sweethearts are a thing in smaller towns. That was when it was innocent with nothing sexual happening, just kids imitating their parents. Those days are gone. Yeah. God bless Royce. Thank you, Mario. YouTube is not show all the chat. YouTube's not showing all the chat. I'm sorry. I think I had it. I'm sorry. I'm not sure why it's not showing all the chat. That's weird. Oh, okay. You guys are fixing it. Okay, awesome. We are in some crazy times. Imagine reading a novel back in school and it said the future. This is what it would. Yeah, right. Wrangler for another 420. Oh my gosh. That wasn't a super chat. This is a super chat. Oh, snap. Oh, that was just a member one. Oh, dude, I thought that, that was a member chat. Thank you. Dude, you didn't have to do that, man. Thank you. That's right. It was a member chat. You didn't have to send in a super chat for that. Thank you, dude, so much. Seriously. Super chat for 420. Man, that joke is so much funnier on nights when stories aren't out like this. Sell poison to others and not to your own people. That's like a warfare. Yeah, it's 5th generational warfare. It's talked a lot, but yeah. Razor Fist pointed that out in a couple of his videos. Actually, Razor Fist is the one where I found that out and I went and looked it up. And sure as shit, it's true. It is like 1,000% true. China fucking outsourced that shit to the rest of the world, and then and it wouldn't even show it in their and outlawed it in their own country. Can you see where it says top? Oh, I see. You guys are talking about the chat. Yeah. Fucking hey, guys. That got to me a lot more than I thought it was going to. And like I said, it makes it worse just knowing the shit that I've seen on the internet through my life. And like, I don't think it's okay. I watched it for a long time, even when I didn't think it was okay. Adult stuff, obviously, nothing like... Obviously, everybody's been to the hub. Everybody's seen the stuff on the hub. What's so creepy, too, is you see these allegations all the time of the stuff that's on the hub. And you're like, oh, some of these people could be a lot younger than they were said. And it's like, well, fuck, dude. Now you're exposing God knows how many people to this stuff. And like it's bad, dude. It's so fucking bad, man. And it's stuff like I said, shit ain't good, man. Shit fucks with your head. It's like shit's like a fucking drug. I don't even know, like this topic is definitely a lot lighter, but fuck, the fact that this next topic is so much lighter than the first one is absolutely insane. Apparently a TikToker went to Walmart a few weeks back and found that Walmart itself is in fact, and this is not good, Walmart itself is in fact putting up false reported weights on their meat products in their meat department. I found this reaction video. I'm sorry to react to a reaction video, but this is just kind of what I got. But Walmart got caught. No wonder groceries are so expensive. Let's check this out. And I want everybody to be aware of this too, and everybody needs to share this as well.
So no wonder why our grocery prices are sky high right now. That's because a guy on TikTok that we're going to watch some of his clips today found out that Walmart has been lying to us all along, people. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah.
Walmart.
So, and again, I apologize for watching a reaction video of a TikTok video, but this is just the one that I could find. This is the one that I saw today, and I think that this is so incredibly important. Also, who's buying food from Walmart? We do. Like, we do. We have no choice, dude. Like, we've got a family of 6. We have to be able to purchase food for our family.
That don't weigh no 4.66 pounds. We'll use the scale.
So 4.66 pounds goes over to the veggie section, right? 2.37 pounds. 2.3 pounds lighter. Holy crap. Almost double. Almost double.
$2.37 pounds. They're ripping people, straight ripping people up.
And that's with all of the packaging and everything, which, let's face it, you kind of, like when you weigh it, it's probably weighed with the packaging. They're probably not weighing all this meat independently, then putting it in the packaging. No. Which, if you're going to charge me for like half an ounce of styrofoam that holds the chicken, I'm not really going to be that mad.
I'm going through every single one of these. Scammer.
All right, so that's James Rigg on TikTok, and his video popped up on my For You page not too long ago, and I started looking into this a little bit more, and I was like, this is crazy. How often do I go to Walmart and I'm actually checking to see if the weight's correct? Never.
Dude, and here's, so oh goodness, what did I do? I don't know what I did there. That always shows because I pay for a company, so you're always going to see like these metrics and stuff on the side. I try not to show it, but these metrics are kind of cool for, people. Anyway, no, I even told my wife, I was like, hey, this is this video that I saw, and she was like, oh my goodness. She's like, no, she's like, I even knew about that. She's like, but I just forget, because when you're at the grocery store, it's like you're on a mission, right? It's like, got to get this stuff, got to get home, got to do other things. Like you just, so I told my wife, I was like, hey, and she's like, yeah, she's like, I'm going to go to Walmart here this week. And she's like, I'm absolutely going to be checking to make sure that the weights are correct. And if they're not correct, she's like, I'll be getting a manager. She goes, and my wife is like, if she sees this, she's even going to record it. She's not going to record the managers and stuff, but she is going to record and take pictures of what she sees on the scale versus what she sees on the packaging. If there is a discrepancy.
At least I don't do it. I just pretty much have put trust in Walmart that they're going to take care of me. They're going to be honest, right? Well, it's not happening, folks. Looks like our meat prices are actually way more expensive than it should be, according to James. So, he dug into this a little more. He didn't just check the chicken. This applies to many different meats across the board, and he even brings it up to management. Let's get into it.
All right, so at Walmart again, this is 3 different Walmarts, 3 different videos, 3 different packages of meat. Once again, I spent about 5 minutes here, found this. This is the Angus prime rib. They're saying this thing weighs 4.64 pounds at $14.87. Whether this is packaged here or not is besides the point. Walmart pays for this, not by the piece and the label. They pay for it by the case price or the pallet price. So if this thing is weighed and it weighs under, that's what they pay at their cost for it.
That prime rib is up to that. I remember when prime rib was like $7, $8 a pound, and that was expensive.
Let's put it on the scale and see.
close.
4.14. When it's weighed and packaged, it's thrown into a case. They weigh it at Walmart by their distribution centers, and they weigh it by the case or they weigh it by the pallet. So if this is thrown there with the label, they're going to weigh the case, and then they're going to pay for the case price to the weight. Then they're going to throw this label, which is off, into the shelves, and you're going to pay for it when you pick it up and you put it in your cart. And I'm thinking it's time to start questioning management. I've been trying to stay on incognito, doing foundational kind of investigating right now, in and out.
Dude, this dude seems like he's a little bit more on the up than like most people. Like, I get it. He's coming across as kind of just a Georgia guy, just a Georgia man. But I'm telling you right now, dude, this Georgia man, he's got a background in something to be able to spot stuff like this, or he's got an interest in something, or his tism is just on fire in a way that a lot of other people's aren't.
It's just taking no longer than 5 minutes to find these. I wanted to hit 3 to 5 stores. This is 3 for 3. I think it's time to start questioning
So
what
hear that? He went to 3 different stores and found it at all 3 locations.
they do about it, what they will do about it, how they try to fix it, if they try to fix it, what type of protocols they have in place. I'll tell you what they need. They need to stop having all the weights and all the labeling done at the suppliers. They do that so they don't have to hire labor. They need to hire labor. They need to be responsible for everything that comes in their store.
So, okay, so this is really interesting. This is really, really interesting. So let's get over here, because one of the things that I really want to bring up with this too, and I was trying to bring it up before the show, but again, saw that story that we just covered, which I'm not gonna even attempt to bring back up. But Walmart's meat weight settlement. I can't spell. 20, was it 24 or 25? We'll see. Okay, so we're just going to read the AI here over here on Brave. I use Brave browser. Okay, so if Brave browser is accurate, the $45 million class action settlement related to Walmart sold by weight groceries included meat, poultry, seafood. Let's go over here. Walmart weighted groceries settlement payouts are going out. Let's see if I can find a website that I recognize. Not going to Reddit. That is, well, there's YouTube. What's this? Let's go to this video here.
As if we aren't paying enough for groceries right now, Walmart is accused of overcharging customers at checkout. Tonight, several Verified viewers say they're getting emails offering some cash back.
Let's bring in 10 Tampa Bay anchor Joshua Dorwitz
cash
to verify
back. How much
this
cash
is
back?
all
When was
about.
this? When was this video made? A year ago. Walmart, and you settled for $45 million. You know what this tells me? And this is Tampa Bay News. Tampa Bay News. Shout out. I like that brick in the background. That's some rustic shit. I like that. I like that brick in the background. That looks good. I don't care if it's a green screen. That looks good as shit. Anyway, so you got Tampa Bay News covering this a year ago. You have reports that Walmart paid out $45 million in a class action lawsuit settlement. And you know what this tells me that they're still doing this is that oh man, I'm actually getting pissed off. I grind when I get super pissed, I grind my teeth in my sleep and it hurts in the morning. Haven't done it in a while. Haven't been this pissed off. What this tells me is $45 million to Walmart is fucking nothing because they're still doing it. They are still doing this, apparently, as of a couple weeks ago. How about this? How about we get the FTC involved, the Federal Trade Commission, right? And what we do is the Federal Trade Commission comes in and says, Walmart, if you're found guilty of actually doing this, and we have evidence of this, which they should already gather, they're like, we're going to fine you multiple billions of dollars for fucking over. See, that's what they used to do with the FTC. The Federal Trade Commission, when it was started, was originally there to make sure that people weren't, fucking over customers and being fair in the market. But now it's all just a bunch of bureaucratic nonsense. That's why I fucking hate government. You pay them taxes to do a job. They don't do the job. Who was I listening to earlier today? Somebody mentioned, they're like, even when the mob came in and said, hey, you're a part of our area, you're going to pay us protection money. Guess what? You gave them the money. Nobody fucked with you. And if you were a favored grocery store by the mob, doubly nobody fucked with you. Fuck, I'd rather have the mafia running this country than the fucking government at this point. Let's go back to it, guys. Let's go back. Let's see what else is being said.
They need to label it themselves. They need to check it, and they need to put it out themselves. Let me know what you think. Let me know what else. Give me suggestions. You guys are making great comments. Thank you for making this go viral. Thank you for making awareness. That is the most important thing. This is not going to stop until we band together and make it stop. Thank you, guys.
Again, we need to get the Federal Trade Commission involved. I don't want to pause this guy on his. That's a terrible pause. We need to get the FTC involved. Period. Unless this goes and it hits Walmart for like $1 billion or several $1 billion where it actually hurts them. It's why people making the arguments about illegal immigration. You know what you do? How about this? Instead of just taking all of the illegal immigrants and then kicking them back to their countries, which cool, fine, do that. You know what you should do? You should find the companies enough to where it hurts. To where it hurts them enough that they go, oh, snap, maybe we shouldn't do it. And maybe the CEOs who are guilty of it, you throw them in jail for a few, throw them in prison for a few. Then you say, oh, and by the way, now you're on the watch list. So we're going to come in and we're going to check your company. We're just going to send a guy in. He's just going to check your company records every few months for the next 15 to 20 years to make sure that you're no longer hiring illegals. Because unless you charge these billion-dollar companies and these multi-million-dollar companies enough, they're going to keep getting away with shit. But again, we're not doing that. You know why? Because it's a fucking racket. And the government, the politicians make money off of this shit too.
That one wasn't that bad, but what I wanted to do here is I wanted to run some math, right? So this is probably the most conservative one that we've seen that wasn't that far off, but I want to do this also with the next clip because the next one's also literally like double the amount. It's
also why I shared this video of a reaction. I hate doing reactions to reactions, but also why I'm showing this video because he goes in and does the math and actually provides transformative content, even more so than mine. He's doing the math. Also, he's got a Snorlax in the background, and my wife and my daughter have that same Snorlax. Because
insane. What I wanted to do is I wanted to calculate the difference in price of what it would cost when it was actually priced out per pound versus what it cost if it was actually priced out by the actual weight that was weighed on the Walmart scale. All right, so the original weight was 4.64 pounds and then it was $14.87 per pound. So we're going to multiply that by 14.87, giving us a total of $68.99, how they came up with the $69 price that was on the price tag. But that's when fair. He weighed it, it weighed 4.14 pounds. So if we do the math on that, 4.14 times the $14.87 per pound, that's $61.56. We subtract that by $69. That's a difference in price of $7.50. $7.44 to be exact.
Dude, and that's a half a pound of difference. Well, not half a pound. That's a little less than half a pound of difference. And you're paying $7.43 less for a half a pound of difference.
Exact. Again, not a huge difference, but as we all know with our grocery bills, every time we hit the grocery store, this stuff adds up. Now, let's watch these next clips because these are even worse.
All right, back at Walmart again. This is my fourth trip to Walmart. I'm at one of the same ones I was at before. I'm going to keep it in real time and we're going to look.
This is nuts. This one was wild to me when I saw this earlier today. Hey guys, make sure you're sharing stuff like this to everybody that you know that potentially shops at big box stores. Because guess what?
I'll tell you right
this
now,
is Walmart, but I guarantee to fuck Costco, Sam's Club, also owned by Walmart. Who's got a Sam's Club card. Guess what? They're owned by the same company as Walmart. Costco, Sam's Club, all of them. If one of them's doing it, I bet the rest of them are doing it. To the same degree? Maybe not. I don't know. But you don't know until you investigate. So guys, all you got to do is super easy. It's super, somebody said it in chat earlier. Take your own food scale to the grocery store. If you need to, or get some meats, walk over to the vegetables section and do me a favor, be respectful, get a paper towel or something to lay on the vegetable scale, okay? Because you don't want to cross-contaminate food. That's how you get people sick. Put the meat on. Put the meat on there and weigh it in whatever grocery store you're at. That's why I shop locally owned. Yeah, our locally owned store in town, even with honest pricing, is like 3 times the price of Walmart. A new grocery store opened up in town and they're giving them competition. I'm going to be honest. I hope the old guy gets closed down. Just because they're local doesn't mean they're good. Stop with that shit. I live in a small town where our local grocery store fleeces people. And these people are on a budget. My wife has talked to people who've been in tears because they can't afford to drive 35 minutes away to the closest Walmart to get better prices because they're just not in that financial position. My wife actually drove. She's like, hey, I'm going to the Walmart. Why don't you tell me what you want? And then we'll buy it and you just pay me the money when I get back. Which means my wife bought groceries for people. This is a couple years ago. This isn't a frequent thing. Bought groceries for people on our dime. She didn't know she was going to get back into town and get that money back. And now we did because these people were honest people. But it's because our local grocery store is fucking people sideways.
24. That's not 4.94 pounds. See how easy it is? So this is the...
Just because they're local, don't mean they're moral. And if you live in a small town, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Second time with Kentucky Legend. This is the same Walmart that I found the other Kentucky Legend in for $25. That's how look at this one. There's another one. There's another one. There's 2.
He's grabbing all these. He's grabbing like 3 of them.
It's that easy. I know that doesn't weigh that.
He's going to go find out exactly how much they all weigh.
In 20 seconds. Do you think that one weighs 5.4?
Yeah.
So that's 3 in 30 seconds. Let's take it to the produce scale and weigh it. Let's see what they weigh. This is crazy. This is insane.
What's this saying? It's like, it's like 1 time is weird, twice is a coincidence, but 3 times is a pattern of behavior. Isn't that how it goes? Man. What happens when it's like 10 or 30 times like this guy is showing? Like, what do we call that? Just pathological? I think we call Walmart pathological at this point.
All right. First, let's see if the scale's correct. There's a 2-pound weight from Sporting Goods. Scale's over by 0.02. All right,
Dude,
let's weigh these.
I love this guy. Dude, the bro had the wherewithal to go to the Sporting Goods section, grab a 2-pound weight, put it on the scale, just to test the scale. Be like, yeah. So now he's also testing other products in the store. Turns out a 2-pound weight's a 2-pound weight.
1.83. It says 4.93. What's this one saying? 5.41.
5.41. Oh my.
2.32.
Holy shit.
4.54.
1.
Come on now. Another one. 4.93. 1.83.
This is insane.
Another one. 5.62. 2.53.
Almost 2.5 times.
4.80. 1.71.
This is insane.
5.1. 5.5.
Bro, if I'm getting a man crush on a bearded dude from Georgia just trying to look out for the consumers, fuck yeah. Fuck. I'll go homestead his garden if he's going to be looking out for consumers like this. Hell yeah.
1. 2.41. Somebody do the math on some of these. Put it in the chat. Go ahead.
Right?
Go to work.
Bro's here.
Let's get them.
Bro's here doing the math because he's got his phone out. He's doing better transformative content than I am. I'm reacting to a react stream. But I want you guys, I'm going to share this link, by the way, for everybody in the chat. You take this video, you share it to your moms, your grandmoms, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your friends, anybody you think shops at Walmart, and you tell them, fucking take pictures and put them on social media, whether you're on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. You tell everybody, hey, everybody, go tomorrow. They ain't even got to buy shit. They just got to go grab a piece of meat, be like, fuck, what is this way? And go put it on the thing and then take a picture and then post it to Instagram. I'm telling you right now, if you shine some sunlight on these vampiric motherfuckers, they will absolutely change tomorrow. Not only that, it'd be really cool if, you know, I don't really have a lot of hope, but, you know, President Trump really likes to look good in the eyes of people when it comes to the economy. So maybe, I mean, obviously he doesn't care about looking good when it comes to the Epstein files, but that's a whole different story. But he likes to look good for people in front of the economy. So maybe tell President Trump to get his fucking FTC, to get his financial people on Walmart and say, hey, why are you fucking the American people? We got midterms coming up. Holy shit. All right, let's see what the math turns out to here.
So one of them was 4.8 pounds, and it cost $4.98 per pound. So we do the original cost of the ham, and it came out to be $23 and let's call it 90 cents. Now, when he weighed it, if we look at the video here,
I love how he's taking screenshots, screen recording the whole time. This is awesome.
1.71 pounds. So if we do the 1.71 times the 4.98 price per pound, it's $8.05, guys. $8.05 versus, what did I say, $23? It's a $15 difference.
Walmart needs to be investigated by the Federal Trade Commission at this point. $15 fucking dollars. A $15 difference means you could go back and buy almost 2 more of the hams for the fucking price you're getting fleeced on. You could get 3 hams for the price of 1. Walmart needs to be investigated by the FTC. Why are children going hungry in the U.S.? We need to give schools more money to fucking... How about we just investigate these fucking companies like you're supposed to fucking do in the first place? You fleece me for my fucking tax money every year, so I can't feed my fucking kids, and then you know what you do with that? You spend a whole shit ton of money redacting pedophiles from the fucking Epstein files, but you don't tell the FTC to go and investigate the companies that are fleecing me a second time. You cocksuck motherfuckers deserve so much worse than what's coming to you. Dude, I was a fucking Trump guy. I voted for the dude 3 times. And if shit like this doesn't get fucking changed, dude, nope, nope. I've already sworn off voting in federal elections. Dude. And it's being allowed to have that. When this happened, the FTC should have been on it fucking immediately saying, we're doing an event. Maybe they are. But I don't know how hard it is for the FTC to just call a bunch of people and just say, hey, we saw this video. We'll pay you guys an extra hour tonight if you go to Walmart and just check meat weights and send us pictures. We'll pay you a little bit of overtime this week to go do that. They could have done, they legitimately could have paid people a little bit of overtime to drive to Walmart to check what they were fucking doing. And people are like, fuck, I'm getting paid overtime? Yeah, I don't have to buy anything? Fuck yeah, I'll waste some shit. And then just take a bunch of pictures and then send it to the FTC. And then the FTC calls Walmart and they're like, Hey, so a bunch of our employees went to Walmart and this happened. So, yeah, so we're going to file a lawsuit against you and you're going to pay a lot of money. But they paid $45 million last year to settle a class action lawsuit, Royce. 45 million, 45. Really? Chat. How many billions of dollars did Walmart make last year? I'm going to be really honest with you. Even if you only make $1 billion, $2 billion, 45 million isn't that much. And I'm not saying how much did they make in total. I'm saying what was their profit margin? I know companies out there and construction companies out there who write into their budgets every single year MSHA, OSHA, and other fines from the government because they know the government's going to come in. They're going to say, no. And they're going to go, here's your check, government. And the government's like, okay, thank you. Please fix it. And then they fuck off. That is a constant thing in this country. There are companies that write it into their yearly budgets. Which means that all of these rules that are supposed to be there to protect the common man from the fucking... Yeah, fuck off. It's all a fucking racket at this point. Thank you guys so much for watching the VOD. I appreciate you. If you guys like this video, share Dude's video. I'm going to share that down in the chat below now. This is from J.J. Buckner. I will show the full screen right now. So everybody... Oh. I got to mute the chat. Got to mute the chat real quick. J.J. Buckner over on YouTube. Guys, go like this video, share it to everyone. Share it to everyone. And yeah, I'm going to return to the chat right now and talk with them on the live stream. If you guys are not here on the live stream, please tune in on Monday nights and Thursday nights. Trying to do that every year. So chat. Hi, chat. Hi. Chat, I want you to go. And remember, the Free to Baby company, yeah, we need to make them look bad on the internet because, well, I guess we don't need to. We just need to share. And then we also need to share this video. And this is not just Walmart. Don't just think this is Walmart, guys. Don't just think it's Walmart. Oh, man. Where in the world did I leave off in the chat? Ugh. My problem is I'm reading you guys as I'm going. I always look back and kind of check the chat because you guys are over here and then I look over here for the camera for the VODs. It's a different setup, but it's also really good when I'm editing and when I finally get over here and I'm just like, oh, I'm solidly looking over here. I'm not just like back and forth. I'm like, it's really good for editing. Wish I would have thought of it sooner. Definitely want to get another camera so I can do like multiple angles. Also, who buys food from Walmart? I know I answered that during the video. Hey, everyone. 3 levels of reaction deep. Welcome to Modern Grapevine. Dude, I wish I was better than just a react streamer, dude. I need to... I could probably do off the cuff stuff, but I actually need stories. Like if you guys see shit like this, here's my promise to you guys. If you guys send me shit like this and it's just it's fucking crazy. Look at what's going on. I'll start doing just independent videos of the streams and start uploading and being like, fuck this. Let's go consumer fucking rage on these guys because consumer protections are no longer being protected unless we as the consumers come out and say, why are you fucking us in the ass, you fuck sticks? Man, I'm heated tonight. Damn, when Kroger is the lesser evil. Oh my God, right? Well, you paused him on a real flattering frame. There's no flattering frame being paused. Trust me. I get a lot of my screenshots from that shit, and I go, tap, 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 tap. You just have to have a lightning finger when you're taking pictures. Ugh, I apologize for that gross nose noise. Next, they're going to rig the scales, too. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you're going to have to bring your own scale. Yeah, right. I love how 2 people at the same time, damn near, were all just like, yeah, might as well bring your own scale. I know immediately when weight is off, if they list the price by weight, if you can find it way less than the price listed, you can get it reduced. Yeah, but a lot of people aren't thinking about this. A lot of people don't have that touch, dude. It's like, I kind of have that touch just because I've had to learn it over the years with a lot of stuff. My wife raises 4 kids, has a fucking a part-time job, homeschools the kids, cleans the house, does the laundry, cooks food. Like, when she goes to Walmart, she's trying to get in and get the fuck out because Walmart's 35 minutes away. She's got 35 minutes to drive there, go shop at Walmart. God knows how long that's going to take. Could take anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour or so, just depending on what she's looking for, trying to find good deals, making sure that she's following our budget. And then, like, she's not going to sit there and necessarily think to be like, oh shit, does this wait? Like, she doesn't know. And it's like, how, like, come the fuck on. She's got to get in, get the fuck out, and then drive 40 minutes back so she can get shit home, get it into a fridge, get it into a freezer, and so that way we can make sure that the food's still good. Like, and then she's got to continue to go on with her daily fucking everything that we do in the house. It's like, yeah, I can walk to a store and kind of hold some shit and be like, man, that don't feel right. But I'm going to be honest, when I go to a grocery store, dude, I'm there, I'm a scavenger hunt. My wife gives me a list of shit, and I walk down, and I just in the basket. I know she does. I'm not allowed to go grocery shopping anymore. She's done it a couple of times in our relationship in the 15 years we've been together, and I got what was on the list. I got what was on the list every time. Might have been 3 times more expensive than what she would have spent, but I got what was on the list. I'm just saying. Moontism power. Oh God, moontism. Oh God, that sounds like some witchy woman shit. Jersey for $4.99. Dude, thank you for the $5 super chat. I have learned to trust the crazy good old boys in rocket school. What? Jersey, clarify. If it's bad news, usually on local news. Yeah, that's true. You grind your teeth on stream, Royce. I grind my teeth on stream. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I start grinding my teeth as much as... You got to find them on a percentage of their profits. Otherwise, they can just eat the loss. Exactly. The FTC is usually used to deal with the legal casino known as the stock market. Oh, dude. Which is not what it was originally designed for. Jersey. Wait, I'm from Jersey. Your locals aren't run by the mob? No. Dude, I don't even think... there are locals here in Iowa, but they're not. You got to understand, East Coast locals are very different than middle of the country or even Midwest and Southwest locals. Like, unions just steal money from their people. They don't do shit for anybody in the middle of the country. Ever need to convey credibility on your channel? Put a Snorlax plushie in your background, Royce. I'll go get Snorlax. Just for the show. I'll bring him back to you. You don't even snuggle with. Do you know where your Snorlax is?
He guards my smut books. I literally said he guards, like, he is to the left of where I sleep.
Snorlax gets put in front of the spicy books that my wife likes to read. Huh?
He gets put in front of the spicy dick.
That's why I shop local stores, locally owned. Yeah, and I explained that to you because I saw that. Granted, but that's the advantage of being mostly densely populated state, right? Had a local game shop in my town that was straight up scamming people. Dude, that's insane, Chatsu. Carry sanitizing wipes if you're using a public scale for your own safety, if for nothing else. Yeah. Oh, agreed. Absolutely, Mario Trujillo. Yeah, you get some nasty shit, dude. Even if you don't get like AIDS or something, you're still going to get like the ick, right? Don't get the ick. I think 10 or 30 times becomes a pattern recognition. I don't know. Royce is getting a new main. Oh, I saw that one. Jersey James for $20, dude. What the fuck? Like, dude, I'm crashing out over here, and you're giving me $20 for that? Fuck. Thank you. Seriously. You have no, thank you. First time a man calls you a horse, you call him Richard. The second time he calls you a horse, you call him a jackass. The third time is about to go shopping for a saddle. Lucky number 11. I've never. What? Oh, it's lucky number 11. I've never seen that. 6 says, damn. Oh, shit. Why did it jump? Why did it jump? Oh. 6 says, damn, this is so wild. Yep. Dude, corruption is everywhere, not just here. The question is how to fix it. I'm not allowed to offer up my opinion on how to fix it. I don't actually know if I could even offer up my opinion on how to fix it in the Discord. Mine gets pretty Old Testament, like really Old Testament, like bad. So yeah, not allowed. I'm not even going to insinuate it. If you have a skilled enough accountant, they can figure out fines into their taxes and write-offs. Oh yeah, they can. Of course they can. They already did rig the scales. I'd study aerospace engineering in Alabama. Where, of course, Albany has a Snorlax running Spice Guard. My love. He says, of course, Albany would have a Snorlax running Spice Guard. She just smiled. She's trying to game right now. I'm not supposed to bother her. She's with her friends. Fuck you, I love you. I need to watch Lucky Number 11. That's all I got for tonight, chat. If you would like to recommend more to cover, as much as I really don't like these topics tonight. One of them recommended by my wife, which I'm actually very glad she did, because I think we need to get that as public as possible. I want you guys to go join the Discord. I'm going to share in the chat below. I want you guys to go join the Discord, share in the live stream chat. Look for stuff like this, guys. Man, I wanted to make it more fun and just talk about gamings, but dude, just it doesn't feel like I still want to talk about fun stuff. We still need to have those nights of brevity and levity, but man, more and more people got to be on the lookout for stuff. And what I want is to be able to share in my community, which kind of bridges the gap. It's a small community, but it still kind of bridges the gap a little bit. And then maybe to title it a little different, so that way it gets to another community, because YouTube silos people. It's actually one thing that I really like about Asmongold is he's so fucking large that when he reacts to a video, it escapes the silo that YouTube put it in and gets to like the Asmongold silo, which then gets a lot of eyes and then goes around to other silos. So you know what, guys? If we can just look out for our fellow man on this channel. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do. I don't know. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into A Drink with Crazy. I need a break after that. That one was insane. Man, I just read Daredevil Noir. I loved it. There you go. Good night. God bless. May the Lord's guiding lights shine down on you and your family. Ave Maria. Ave Maria. Amen. Thank you, Mario Trujillo. And vaya con Dios. Go with God, man. Go with God. Oh, goodness. Ugh. Thank you so much, Six. I appreciate you being here, dude. It's share the live stream. Share the live stream. I will be I'll be clipping once it's rendered, because it's got to render in the software here. Once it's rendered, I'll download it and get it clipped up and try to get a good thumbnail and title, and then I'm just gonna ask everybody to share it as much as possible for these 2 clips. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. A lot of heavy topics, man. Tonight was heavier than I thought it was going to be, especially like my wife was like, hey, did you see this story? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? And she's like, oh, yeah. And she showed it to me in the garage. And I was like, send that to me. I even told my wife if she sees things like that to send them to me. And I will be covering them on live streams because you know what? The world is a dark place and we need people watching. And I guess that's what I'm doing. Until next time, which is Thursday. Cheers, everybody.